up, YouTubers all across the world? It's your girl vibing with Victorious Nickie with another video. Let's get started. Stankin thanking without repentance leads to sin, separation from God, forfeiture in the Lamb Book of Life, and eternity privileges revoke. I'm going to say that again. Stankin thanking without repentance leads to sin, separation from God, forfeiture in the Lamb Book of Life, and eternity privileges revoked. If that's not a word, I don't know what is. So let's go ahead and finish up. How to get rid of your own stankin thanking behavior. How to limit the negative thinking in your life. Well, before you do all of that, first of all, we need to understand what is stankin thanking. So let's get started. Stankin thanking is how you view yourself. I'll put myself as an example. So back in the day, I viewed myself as not pretty enough, not worthy to be a wife. I was too big, heavy set, as some men have told me. And you know what? I believed it. So the Bible tells us, so a man thinketh, so is he. So I believe those things that people told me about myself instead of what God told me and what I told myself. Another stankin thinking mentality is how you view others. Those who you have relationships with, situationships with, friends, a dating relationship, marriage, and friends with benefits. Some of you all are dibbling and dabbling in. How you view your money, your finances. You know, the biggest two words that people use a lot of times when they're fearful or they're unsure about how to do something, they'll say, I can't. I can't run a business. I can't get married. I can't run a race. You know, so you already disqualifying yourself in this thing called success. How do you view the values that you hold? You know, we're raised with a set of values that were instilled in us by our parents, our grandparents, our aunts or uncles, or whoever had a hand in raising us. Do we still hold those values today? Or have we picked up some values of the world? What about the values that God has for us that he wants us to have? Are we still holding on to the values of other people, or are we holding on to what God values, what's important to him? Those are some things to really, really think about. Basically, and then going into the next one, how do you view God? Do you not believe in him? Do you not know that he's a healer, a provider, a comforter, that he's everything, he's awesome, he's worthy? Do you not believe those things? What are the views that you hold about him? Or do you have negative views about him without even searching the scriptures about who he is? I'm going to say that again. Do you hold negative views about the Creator without searching the scriptures concerning him? That's something to think about too. The next thing we need to do when it comes to how to limit negative thinking in our lives is to admit at times that you do have a stankin thinking mentality in different areas of your life. I fall short of it, and I'm still working on some areas where I have a really bad stankin thinking mentality. So yeah, we have to admit that, and admitting that, that's really half the battle with that. So what do we need to do when we're trying to eliminate that type of mentality? The first thing that we need to do is that we need to really start speaking positive words and affirmations every day to ourselves and our circumstances. For example, I know my bank account is at a negative $200, for example, but I speak life into that bank account. I speak for the business that's connected to that bank account, that I'm going to see an overflow from my business that's going to be poured into that bank account. Then we need to surround ourselves around positive people. Positive people who are successful, who have a positive bank account. And that can show you, Sister Nicole, how did you start your business? How did you maintain a positive bank account? How did you do? What were some of the things that you did? What were some of the things that you did not do? The positives and the negatives, the pros and the cons. So we need to surround ourselves with positive people who are going in a positive direction. And the third thing we need to do is remove yourself from negative, toxic people. I'm going to say that again. You need to remove yourself from negative and toxic people, circumstances, and surroundings. The next thing we do, and this is a big one, I have to, give a shout out to a very special mentor, Uncle Reese, and this is really holding yourself accountable for every negative word you speak. So accountability is really important in everything that you do. So shout out to you, Uncle Reese, for accountability. Yeah, that really spoke volumes to me. For example, when you're holding yourself accountable to everything, every negative thing or everything that you do, you can start by getting a jar. So every negative word that you speak to yourself, put a dime in there, a quarter, a dollar in a jar. Each negative word that you speak. You'll stop speaking them negative words if you coming out your pocket with a bunch of money. Or for every negative word that you speak, do 3 push-ups. You're going to grow strong. You'll stop speaking those negative words. So this your girl, Vibing with Victorious Nickie. Thanks for joining me. Until next time, goodbye.